Hey, Trans Love Take 2. This is Krista with your Sunday Weekly Wrap-Up. It is, well, it's a cloudy day and I have been working all day today on a million different projects around the house. So, yeah, I hope everyone is having a fab Sunday. I have a busy Sunday, but a good Sunday. So, this week's topic is what has our partner's transition taught us about ourselves? This is a really good topic. Thanks, Carrie. So what has Elliot's transition taught me about me? I think Elliot's transition has taught me that I'm a lot stronger than I thought I ever was. As many people know transition is not easy on the person going through transition, and it's really difficult for partners who are going through transition and families that are going through transition with the person. It has taught me that with perseverance and communication and honesty that we can get through it. We can conquer pretty much anything. It's taught me that I am strong, that I can handle this, that I'm a good partner. I think I've not always questioned whether or not I'm a good partner. I think I've always been a relatively good partner, but I think it's really taught me that, yeah, I'm a fucking awesome partner. I say this half jokingly, but I put up with the mood swings and I put up with the slight bit of anger Elliot had at the beginning of his transition. I put up with the dysphoria and the sadness and all of the things that go along with that, and there's a multitude of things that go along with that, and I have done it, and I've done it with grace, and I've shown myself, I've shown him, I've shown everyone who knows me that I got this. His transition is not something that is weakening us as a couple. It's the opposite. It's strengthening us as a couple. And myself personally, I feel stronger often. I feel like if I can get through this, I can get through anything. Elliot's transition has also taught me to be true to myself, and that what other people think or other people's perceived ideas about me are their ideas. They aren't who I am, and I can do it, and I can be who I am, and that's okay. I don't have to hide who I am. I don't have to hide the fact that I'm queer. I don't have to hide the fact that, I'm not the girly girl. I'm not the girly girl. That I can be who I am, and I have no fear. If he can do it, and he can show the world who he really is, then why can't I? I think his transition has taught me empathy. I think I've always been a very empathetic person, and I've always tried very hard my whole life to put myself in other people's shoes and to see where they're coming from in a situation. I think going through this transition with Elliot has just solidified that even more. In so many situations I've had to do that. I've had to put myself in his shoes in so many different situations. If he gets misgendered and he is hitting rock bottom, well, fuck, how would I feel? Of course that's a horrible thing, and it doesn't matter what I say, it's still a horrible thing, and it's made me realize that I needed to be more empathetic, and through that I've become more empathetic. I think his transition has taught me to be a better ally, and I've always been one to walk the walk and I've been one to talk the talk, but through his transition, it has just, I think in some ways I was going about being an ally the wrong way. I would, if people misgendered someone or was using wrong terminology or something, I would get really angry. I'd get really pissy, and that's not necessarily the best way to be an ally. I think part of being an ally is teaching, and you can't be an angry teacher. You have to be open, and you have to be honest, and you have to be patient, and you have to be willing to understand that other people don't have the same points of view as you, and that's okay as long as you take the time to explain things in a kind and gentle manner. You know, I don't have to be angry when someone uses the wrong term. I don't have to be angry when someone says something that they think to be true and it's completely untrue. That I've learned about myself that, you know, you get more bees with honey than you do with vinegar, so to speak. I've always had a bit of a fiery temper, so it was always really easy for me to just kind of like go off on someone. And I've learned, or it's taught me, his transitions taught me to, you know, take a step back and realize that not everyone has, you know, the same experience as me or the same life as me, and they haven't had the same world views or experiences that they know about all things trans or things that are LGBTQ, you know, and that as if it kind of goes along with empathy too, right? If I take a step back and think about where they are coming from and then go with it and talk to them where I'm coming from. So it's definitely, yeah, it's taught me, his transitions definitely taught me to be a better ally, for sure. Elliot's transition has taught me that, you know, people are people, and I guess at the beginning of his transition, I didn't necessarily think that his past had any value to his future. And I've learned that, you know, his past is what has shaped him to be the man he is today. Regardless of how he lived that past and what gender he lived that past, it still made him who he is. And I still need to honor that, and I still need to respect the person he used to be. Because it's made him who he is, and I love him. He's an amazing guy. So, of course, all of that has to do with all of this. Let's see. I think his transition has taught me to overall be more accepting, be more open, be a better listener, be more honest with myself, with others. It's taught me not to be afraid. If people are going to judge you, they're going to judge you. You know, they're going to judge me by how much I weigh, or what color my hair is, or if I'm wearing makeup or not, you know, and it's so easy for me, or was easy for me, to say to him, doesn't matter what other people think, blah, blah, blah. Well, yeah, it fucking does matter. But I'm slowly learning that if he can learn to love himself, then I can too. What other people say shouldn't matter. So I am thinking that's about it. I'm sure there's a million other things that his transition has taught me, but I think those are some pretty good key ones, for sure. So anyways, I will sign off. I don't know if you can hear, like, 2 doors down there's a birthday party going on and kids are screaming. One of them is mine. So anyways, I hope everyone has an absolutely fantastic week. I will be back on Sunday with your next Sunday weekly wrap-up. If you have any questions, comments, roots, night remarks, they go down below. If you want to subscribe, you can do that above. I am Krista, signing out.